Henshi, bring me up! So it day, my puny little specimens. Welcome to the abyss. I know. I am ever so gracious to be inviting guests ever so unimportant as you. Now, please, cue me into how your worthless little lives have been. That's good to hear. Good to hear indeed. Ah, homework. Big rip. You are not worthless. Believe in yourself. Or don't. It makes me happier if you don't. We do have a special message, but first, of course, there is someone in this room who has not paid their stream tax. Everyone, bring a round of applause. I think you know who's coming. I present my beast, Timon! Such mighty roars from the beast. He's so strong, so powerful. No one dares to think otherwise. You are surprised? Why are you surprised? I do this every stream. Before we get into the game, there is a melancholy message that I must share with you today. I'm speaking out of character when I say this. After yesterday's stream, I was informed that my grandfather unfortunately passed away. Realistically, I should pick today to grieve, but I sincerely hope that you all understand that even I, too, love distractions for comfort. So today, in honor of my grandfather, all the stories I share today, if we get to a point where I need to share stories, they will all be about him. Nonetheless, Henshi, game screen. Indeed, rest in paradise to my grandfather. I see you all can see the game. How exciting. So today we are playing Genshin Impact, as you might have gathered, unless you are stupid. It is in the category and in the title. But we aren't doing anything fun. I'm so sorry. We are doing menial tasks, commissions, resin spending, boss fighting. Lame. Well, boss fighting's pretty interesting, but the ocean is really easy. Thank you for the follow! Thank you, Badger, 368 for the follow. Welcome to the Abyss. You are now my specimen. Also, a quick apology for if you guys hear me scolding the beast, as he seems to find it an appropriate time to play right now. Animals, am I right? Such fickle, weak creatures. So first and foremost, we are going to fight the Oceanin, as I am currently working on building Sincho. So why don't we go there? We are not fighting the Oceanid. You see, I am so... Don't you dare think for a moment that I am not intelligent. I simply pranked you. I have to claim my expeditions. Get pranked. If you believed that I was actually going to fight the Oceanid, you are a gullible little weakling. And it's such a shame that you fell for that. Maybe next time. Yes! A special shout out to Badger368 because he is actually my brother, everyone! He has decided to join us today. So yes, shout out to him. No more attention on him. It's all on me. This is my stream. My stream, not his. Don't acknowledge him. No. But yes, Oceanid time. Timon! He's trying to eat a pair of pants. Oh my god. Look at your mouth! Everyone, I've gathered the beast. Shame him. Shame him! Shame him! He found something from one of my abyssal artworks. And he had it in his mouth. Bad boy. Bad beast. Bad beast. Timon is quite large. The real Timon, not saying that this is fake or anything, is around 3 feet 6 inches long. But the canonical Timon, he's around 8 feet tall. You know, as I am 10 feet tall. He's just only 2 feet shorter than me. You little baby. You little baby. I hope you all can tell that he is not happy being held. The beast must be punished for his crimes against Stream. Alright. We now... Yeah, 9 more followers until we reach our new goal. So exciting! Didn't I do it for you? When all I did was for you. Alright, we are at the Oceanid's domain. Let's see how quickly we can defeat this puny little monster. What? Kenshi? How peculiar. It seems like my henchman cannot scry into the abyss properly today. Unfortunately, that's not a surprise, as he can never do his job properly. But I'm going to quickly leave the battlefield before I help solve this issue. You did not hear that. Valentina never sneezes. I'm an abyssal monster. I have no need for bodily functions. Be a little patient, my puny little specimens, as I focus for a moment here. And then when I'm done helping my useless henchmen, I will tell a story. My henchman, I am beginning to make a connection with the scry glass. Let me know if you hear my call. And remember, practice patience. Now, it's time that I share a story about my grandfather. As we ease out of character. When I was younger, we would often visit him, and, well, being honest, he didn't talk much. You know, old man, they love sleep. Can't blame them. As I get older...
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Love sleep.
But where are those who share the memory?
When he wasn't asleep, he would tell me about trips he'd take to Alaska, which, for those of you who may be watching who aren't from the United States of America, Alaska is a state here. You might easily be able to recognize it as when you look at a picture of the United States of America, there's two islands that are just not a part of it. They're usually like boxed out somewhere. The bigger one, that's Alaska. Now, he would tell me about all these trips he'd take. He'd go visit with one of his friends, and they'd visit a place called the North Pole. Now, it's not the real North Pole. They didn't go see Santa. When I was in school, I'd go, "You're going to the North Pole," and kids clowned me for it. Can't blame them. You know, some people just don't understand that there's more places than the poles. There can be a fake little North Pole in Alaska. But that's okay. We were all young. Young people are dumb. Quote me on that, please. And thank you, Badger. Thank you. But he'd tell me all these trips and all these landscapes he'd visit. He'd show me these pictures that he took there, and every time I saw them, I'd think of how beautiful Alaska was, and I've always wanted to visit there. It's very beautiful. If any of you in the future are able to afford such a trip, please consider visiting Alaska. It is very beautiful and very cold, so keep that in mind. But yeah. He loved Alaska. Which is funny how when he got even older to the point where he retired, he didn't visit there again. I wonder why. Maybe it's because it's really cold or something. Not as cold as the Abyss, of course. The Abyss is a never-ending... Well, there's no temperature here. Any mortal like you come here and you simply freeze. Immediately. Now, Henshi, are you looking into the scry glass? Do you see anything? Henshi? Henshi? All right. Henshi says he is working on it. All right. Henshi has informed me that you all are able to look. Oh, how wonderful. Now we're gonna fight this Oceanid. And we're gonna kill it so fast. I hope you all enjoyed that story about my grandfather. And if you have any stories about your own grandfather that you are comfortable to share, as well, I understand it's very personal, so don't feel like you have to. But if you are open to the idea, feel free to share a story of your own. And when I'm not fighting, I'll reply. I hope you can forgive me for not being able to look at the comments here as I'm fighting, as someone as skilled as me can't fight without my eyes on the screen. But don't you dare call me weak, unless you wish to be consumed. This boss stalls a lot. Ah, yes, Joy-Con drift. My grandpa spent a whole day going outside. Kirone, that is a very sweet story. I hope that you got that rooster balloon that you wanted, and that is very sweet of your grandfather to do that. I'm glad that you find happiness in chickens. Although I am an abyssal creature who feeds on happiness, so all that is left is despair, your happiness is a benefit to me, because that's just more food for me to eat. Your pom-pom appearances are there. How exciting. Surely you're going to eat them, right? You're not just gonna stare at them? I've seen them, and honestly, they're quite hideous. Nothing like abyssal creatures. An abyssal chicken? I'm sure that we have chicken-like creatures in the abyss. Henshi takes the form, well, he doesn't really take the form of anything. He's just a mass of eyeballs and teeth. Honestly, Nah, never mind. I was going to say he's cute, but me calling him cute? Ew. No one is cute. No one. Not even Abyssal Mads Mikkelsen. Disgusting. You're just gonna stare and hug? They're not food? Well, at least you'll be happy. Just more food for me to eat. Delicious. The happier you are, the more satisfied I become. Because I can devour more happiness, which leaves you much more sad. As I go claim my expeditions and go do a commission while I wait for their Oceanid to respond, I will share another story about my grandfather. Now, this story actually happened before I, as an abyssal creature, was formed. So it's quite surprising. That must have been quite long ago. My grandfather at this time was not nearly as old as he was. He was still a young man. He was a very big man, very muscular, as you humans like to call it. And he was often seen as intimidating. Makes sense. He's a relative of mine. As we all know, all my relatives are scary. Except Valentino. Ugh. We don't speak about that coward. Coward. But now, of course, my grandfather had to have children. And this is a story about two of those children. They were very reckless. One of them, in particular. Your pom-pom is there. How exciting! But this very reckless child of his would go out to the forest and use these little devices you mortals have called fire poppers or firecrackers. Forgive me for being unaware, I am not from your realm. But he would throw them at toads and frogs. Animal cruelty. But he would enjoy how they explode. I know, disgusting, vile creature he was. As we all know, I am a little soft for animals. Henshi, excuse me? Alright, my beloved specimens, I'm so sorry to announce that we are once again having technical difficulties. That is unfortunately a theme of this channel, and it wouldn't be otherwise. As you all are aware, finding quality Wi-Fi in the Abyss is troublesome. So again, please practice patience as I help my useless henchmen again, and then I will continue my story about my grandfather. Alright, Henshi, I am reaching out to you. Please remember, practice patience. Continuing this story, as I said, One of my grandfather's children was very cruel, and he enjoyed watching toads and frogs explode. Now, although I'm an abyssal creature, animal cruelty is just not my thing. I feel like I've made it clear with my last stream that I have a little soft spot for little weak creatures. Why else would I be streaming to you? Now, he would often do this in a forest, which is incredibly dumb if you think about it, because fire plus wood. You'd think that even a child would understand it's a bad combination. Unfortunately, this idiot did not get the memo. So one day, this child is, trying to make frogs and toads explode. And he, oops, accidentally causes a forest fire. So, well, first and foremost, this forest fire did not get big at all. It was very quickly resolved. However, you can imagine my grandfather was not very happy with this idiotic child. But it's just so funny to think of him showing emotion, as the grandfather I knew was very stoic, often with a stone face. So it makes me it just humors me to imagine him grumpy. Now, Henshi has informed me that you can see my gaming screen again, so we shall continue. We are going to be doing a commission, although I believe we should be able to fight the Oceanid, but we'll do a commission and then go back. I often go for the farthest commission and work my way up to where Catherine is, as loading screens just get shorter that way. Since I just shared a story about idiotic children, do you have a story about maybe when you were a child? If it's not too personal, feel free to share a stupid story of something you did. My beast, be free from your punishment. Seems like we have to talk to a man named Azalai. Oh, I've had this commission many times. One way or another, my business costs are slowly rising. To make ends meet, I have no other choice than to increase my prices. Thankfully, the people of this village understand my predicament and are willing to support my business. Otherwise, I would have gone bankrupt a long time ago. You have a fair share of dummy childhood stories. If you aren't too shy or if it isn't too personal, feel free to pick your favorite and share it. I promise I won't find you too dumb. That's a lie. I'll think you're stupid regardless. But it's okay, as I'll never view you as more. But alas, I can't find anyone who's planning to leave the village, and Wraith and his crew aren't always available. If I'm unlucky, some low-volume goods may be out of stock soon. And those goods are, if only you could find a long-term business partner. My beast is once again being naughty. I should not have freedom of his punishment. Give me a moment. I'm also being informed that Henshi is having troubles reaching me with this scry glass. This is deeply unfortunate. I'm getting hit with a combo here. Please be patient as I both try to stop my cat from trying to eat things he cannot eat. I mean my beast. He is not a cat. He is a beast. Don't you dare think otherwise. And then, please be patient as I help my useless henchman again. Come on, my beast. Stop it. Use your little pea-sized brain. I know you have one, or else you wouldn't be here. He's currently itching himself. You know why he's itching? Because bad boys itch. You cannot climb that, you beast! Get down! Say sorry to our audience, you creature. Do you think he was being sincere? Tenchi, I'm working on reaching out through the scry glass. As we wait, why don't I share another story about my grandfather? Questionable as never mind, there will be no story about my grandfather, not yet, as Tenchi has successfully done his job. But unfortunately, I will have to be right back. My dear specimens, I'm so deeply sorry. But like I said, I will be right back. It shouldn't take long. Tenchi, bring up the be right back screen. Hello, my puny little specimens, I am back. I hope you didn't miss me too much while I was gone. Kenshi, pull up the game screen. I find it deeply humorous how, although it has been so fickle, when I was away, it has been the most stable. Does anyone else find that humorous? It's me. Hi. Shipments of vegetables and fruits. Whenever I want to source some wares, I need to ask those who happen to leave the village to place an order for me, then transport it to the village together with Ray. Let me do it. Let me do it for you. One way or another, my business costs are slowly rising. To make ends meet, I have no choice. I have no other choice than to increase my prices. I'm convinced that you, hero, only play that sound alert because you want to hear me singing after. Thankfully, the people of this village understand my predicament and are willing to support my business. Otherwise, I would have gone bankrupt a long time ago. But alas, I can't find anyone who's planning to leave the village. And Rafe and his crew aren't always available. If I'm unlucky, some low-volume goods may be out of stock soon. If only you could find a long-term business partner, idiot. It's not that hard. It's not like I haven't considered that, but look around you. Shipping goods into the village and running businesses here aren't exactly easy. Ahem. That's a topic for another day. Traveler, perhaps you are getting ready to leave the village? I've been wanting to source some dried fish and need someone to place an order for me. Could you assist me with this? Yeah. Leave it to me, pal. Let me see. Butcher's dyed fish are fairly priced and the taste is acceptable. As an abyssal creature, you see your mortal, human, puny languages here are not my first, as my first is, of course, abyssal. My second is eldritch. My third happens to be Latin. And then we have English, and so I find the pronunciation of this mortal's name a little difficult. And as I'm so gracious, I'm just going to simply skip over it. He's probably not worthy of his name being uttered anyways. Has been using a new dried fish recipe recently. People say that the flavor's really good thanks to all the spices. I'd like to give them a shot just to see if there's any demand, but I'm not sure about the price point. But my budget for this purchase is limited, so deciding which supplier to choose isn't going to be easy. Traveler, please check out both suppliers and pick one to place an order with. Oh, one more thing. Whenever I commission someone to place an order for me in the past, I'd ask them to look for a relatively cheap price point. I'd like you to do the same. Please remember to look for the cheaper supplier. The business strategy has been working in our village so far, selling more at a lower profit margin. I'm counting on you, Traveler. What does my chat think? Do we make this man suffer? Or do we give him what he wants? We give him what he wants? I find that my puny little chat is far too kind. But alas, fine. I'll give him what he wants. I don't see why we can't end the commission here and just rob him. He gave us his money. So what if the village starves? It's more for me to consume. Doesn't anyone else love that icon right there of the Sumeru divine tree? It's so pleasing every time I see it. We are once again going to high ping. I am seeing... Oh, it's going back down. We might have good connection here. Huh, Azalai's looking to source some dried fish for me. No worries. This amount of mora is enough to buy a large quantity of dried fish. It should last him for a while. Though my dried fish is, well, faithful to the original flavor, no spices or anything like that. Yeah, I'll buy from him. Alright. Funny little man, I think he's scamming us. Well, not us, but Azalai. At least someone's scamming him. Alright, let's go see if this man understands that he has been scammed. I'd love to see the distraught look on his face. How's it going, traveler? Did you place the order for me? Oh, I did. You bring Azalai up to speed on sourcing goods. I see the quality of Buttress's dried fish is always reliable, and the quantity not bad at all. When the goods arrive, I'll have to send some to Dr. Maroof as a thanks for treating my leg injury last time. There's also Wraith and Fodil. They helped me unload cargo. Ahem, thanks for your help, traveler. I am being informed that we are once again having difficulties with the scry glass. My henchman cannot do his job, it seems. It's fine, I'm quite used to him being... Oh? Oh, did he... Alright, we're going to be patient here in hopes that the scry glass decides to work. So why don't I say that story that I was going to say before I rudely had to go. Now this story again is a little bit unorthodox as well. You could say the environment I was in at such a youthful age wasn't appropriate for me, but you see, there was intelligence behind such tomfoolery. Oh! My henchman has exposed me! You do not see, you are all blind. Henchy. You are blind, you do not see. All my viewers are unaware. We have completed the commission because of the work. But Henshi, I'm going to once again be trying to reach through the sky glass. So I implore you to look into it. I am being informed that I am once again back for my lovely specimens. However, since this story has been cut off twice now, I am going to pause in the game, stare at you guys, and I will continue my story. Because it's time that the game pauses instead of me. So I was a very youthful person back in the equivalent of what I'd say you mortals call Girl Scouts. Such a puny name for a prestigious organization. So, much like you Girl Scouts, I had to go sell food items. You know, I sold happiness. So, I would go with my grandfather to what you mortals call bars, I assume? Now again, this is very, I'd say, a little incorrect, but the story is quite funny, so I thought I'd include it. But he wouldn't take me just so I'd be in a bar so he could drink. But he'd have me selling my cookies. I mean, my happiness. I did not slip. And as you can assume, it was quite the booming business. It was very successful. All these useless abyssal creatures flocked to me. They wanted a little bite of happiness. It was wonderful. And the entire time, my grandfather played pool while watching me. Now, pool in the Abyss is quite different than your pool, as, well, our balls are eyeballs, you know, preferably with the stem attached. But it was fun nonetheless. I am unsure if you specimens heard that loud crash, but I will be right back. The beast has beckoned. Oh my god. Henshi, pull up the burn me. I'll be right back, straight. No, Henshi, bring me back to the game. Alright, my specimens. We are going to fight the Oceanid once more. In case you're wondering what the mischievous little beast has gotten up to, he had thought it would be fun to go to a spot within his cave that he should not be, and he knocked over something. Now, don't panic. Your puny little human heart's cannot handle such a panic. Nothing broke. We will get back to fighting the Oceanid now, as we have teleported successfully. But first, hydration. Alright, let's go fight this little water bird. An assassin from our homeland, or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chinsei. Chinsei. God. This creature would not last one day in the abyss. She would get consumed immediately. Charge. Don't be shy. Charge. And die. You did not see that. I am strong. I predict. That did not happen. And if you say that happened, you are no longer my specimen. Leave the abyss and never come back. And Henshi, don't you dare make fun of me. Terrestrial creatures become simply helpless. Man, she should really fight us. Instead, she sends her puny little animals. They're not even real, they're water. But she stands there about going weak. What's good? All things are good in the abyss. Why would anything be wrong? The stream is going wonderfully. Not as many technical difficulties, although there have been. I'm having fun. Water's treasures. It's horrors. We'll use Gania's burst, why not? You should move this delivery. I'll be kind. Let's see what happens if he moves here. And she, what do you say?
Come on. Shoulda had them apple bottom jean boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing
Alright, please. Give me just a second. My dear specimens, can you hear me better? Oh, good. In case you didn't hear me before, thank you so much, Ferrari, for playing Apple Bottom Jeans. aka Low. You see, in the Abyss, that was a big hit. Them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur, The whole club was looking at her. Next thing you know, Shawty got low. Alright, we're going to do another commission! You spin me round, like a record, baby, round. You won't believe it, but back in the 80s, that was quite the big hit in the Abyss, too. Loading screens. They have a use, but oh, how I wish they didn't exist. This time it's a time trial challenge. How interesting. The loading is real crazy. Ooh, it's a fighting one. Let's see how well we do.
Shawty's like a melody in my head that I can't keep on. Got me singing like na na na.
Shawty?
Every day's like my
Oh,
eyeballs
Shawty.
like a replay.
In my head, got me singing like na 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 every day. Another big hit from the Abyss. Thank you so much, Ferrari. That song brings back memories. Dancing it up in the Abyssal Club. You could say Abyssal Mommy gets low. Did his voice line get cut off? That's so funny. Alright, let's see if that useless little Oceanid is back. Wrong menu.
Baby, you're gonna be the one that saves me.
You're my one
You're my wonder.
You see, Wonderwall's not quite as popular back in the Abyss. It's more, I'd say, an earthly hit. However, there has been a joke running around the Abyss of all those who know how to play the lute, if you all know what that is, often know how to play this song. So it's become quite the stereotype. Oh, yes! Valentina, I can play the lute. Let me entertain you. Oh, what songs do you play? Oh, Wonderwall. Yeah, move along, bud. Everyone knows how to play Wonderwall. But the Oceanid is back, so we shall fight it once more. You can kind of play it on the kazoo. See? Even my useless little specimens know how to play that song, and they're not even from the Abyss. Before we fight the Oceanid, we're going to see how much Xingqiu needs. Oh, we're at 8. Do you think we will get enough today to be able to raise him to 80? Excuse me. I went to check my ping and I was at 69. I believe you humans find that funny. Alright, sorry, I went away for just a split second there, but there's no problems. Damn! Why this frog kinda caked up? Seriously though, why did that frog kinda have like... Why was that frog kinda double caked up on a Tuesday afternoon, you know what I'm saying? Didn't I do it for you? When all I did was for you, Kirby. Ground, terrestrial creatures simply become enemies. Yes, the stream is at 1 hour and 17 minutes. Angels! Don't you dare mention their disgusting lightly nature. Ew. Disgusting. I can't believe you mentioned their kind.
For real?
You have made me fumble. Congratulations. You brought up the enemy. Ew. For real? Ah, yes. Max Middleton. You know he's from the Abyss. Doesn't he star in this game? It's so good to have someone from the Abyss be famous in the overworld, besides me, of course. But I am your favorite abyssal being, right? What happens when you lose your foothold? Power of water is its ability to take shape. You'd think she'd get a new line. You spin me round, baby, way round, like a record, baby, round, round, round. Classic hit. Alright, we have defeated the Oceanid once again, because, well, she is a weakling. Hey, yo! Look at this flower! Oh, I I don't mind if I do. That is being locked. That's a blessing. That's a treasure. I shall cherish it. Alright, back to do another commission. Ooh, it's perfect! Our next fight with Oceanid, which will be the last one we do today, we will have enough to ascend our Show to level 80. Although I do not know if we will do that quite yet, as I am saving for the characters of the next half of this update. And in case my puny little specimens are curious, I will be doing a summoning stream. Again, let's appreciate this beautiful tree icon. Ooh. Every time I teleport here, I forget how pretty those flowers are. Always a pleasant surprise. I know it's such a shock to believe that I, an abyssal monster, can feel happiness. But alas, I do. Oh, for this one we just bounce on mushrooms. Lame. Yes, we love the divine tree around here. Let's see if the Oceanid has respawned. Ooh, it has. How wonderful. Shawty had them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. Next thing you know, Shawty got low. Now, would you believe it that I, Valentina, Oculi, abyssal monster straight from the abyss, has worn apple bottom jeans and boots with the fur? I know. It must be your lucky day, everyone, for that is a fact I would not normally share. Thank you so much, Ferrari, as I specifically picked what sounds I wanted, and my dear henchman made it work.
Why do I keep getting attracted? Just so
Although there's one that
I cannot explain this reaction. Go back and 1 for 3. Why do I keep
unfortunately, I do not speak Korean, so I'm not sing along to this one, but boy, I love this song. Land Yes, that one is long. My most favorite one has to be the longest, don't you think? Ready to take any shape. What's better than that? What's better than my favorite? For you. And all I did was for you, Creamy. That one is good. However, Case 143 will be my favorite and will always be my favorite. You cannot change my mind, you puny little mortal. It's such a shame you had to be told this way. But I can consume cubes. I have destroyed Rubik's Cubes. You were a fool to think a cube could beat me. Cubes are tiny, fickle, easy to break. Be scared. The ocean end always goes and takes our footholds away, yet never takes the middle one away. Predictable. How many donos to add a cube asset, Abyssomani? If I were to add an asset, I'd want it to fit our theme, so it would have to be a lovely black goopy Rubik's Cube, maybe with green and white, alongside, well, of course, black, so that it could match. Maybe red could be the fourth color. Or maybe I'll have my useless other half, Valentino, the coward, decide. But if we want to know how many donos it would take, well, probably as many donos as I'd need to buy said asset. You see, the Earth does not accept abyssal money. Praising some other god in my chat? You dare praise something else except me? Worthless! My own chat defies me. If I had to guess earthly prices, I would assume $50 would be enough money to buy a cube asset. However, something tells me that may be too much money. However, if you were perhaps thinking of raining cash down upon me, I won't refuse. But do not feel forced, as I only take it willingly. We can ascend our sing show. Yay. Ooh, we have a free wish for the standard banner. Wonderful. We will not be using these talent books that I have. There's no reason why I have so many gold talent books. No reason at all. I just collect things. Let's go do our final commission, shall we? And of course, as we are on the loading screen, a hydrate. I have just heard the beast running at high speed while roaring. What a goofy little guy. Touring light show. Sometimes I enjoy this world quest. well, not world class, but commission, and other times I find it not fun. This is one of the ones I don't particularly enjoy. However, we will do it, as I enjoy Primo Gems. And the next character, Baiju, happens to be my future main. So, of course I need those precious little gems so I can get that doctor. He will join me. It's been 2 years. He doesn't get a choice. Another loading screen, another hydrate. Let's claim our commission money. And let's see if we can afford another wish. And then we will check our account. I saw an alert, however, I did not have enough time to read it. Kenshi, do you know what that alert was? What did Kirone do? Oh, thank you, Kirone, for the $1.17. That is very kind of you. We were able to afford another wish. Let's see our wish count. 85 wishes! How exciting! I believe that we will be able to get Baiju. Don't you guys agree? So excited. Yes, we will be doing Baiju summons. I believe Baiju is out next week. Yes, yes. So exciting. We have finished our comms and our resin. So I'm so sorry to announce that the stream isn't ending yet. We have to go to our teapot. If you were fooled, you're the weakest among us. Again, another icon I really enjoy, the teapot one. It's just cute. Maybe one day we will do a stream during the evenings where I decorate another part of my teapot. Would my dear specimens love to see that? Alright, let's go buy our things that we buy when we go visit the shop once a week. Well, not once a week, we just buy certain things once a week. And of course, we are going to craft 10 furniture items because I am someone who has the battle pass. I know, bow before me. Ooh, so many pretty vases. Now let's go instantly create these, as I have many of these little potions. And then let's go make 5 more. And then, maybe something to go outside, as I will be needing more items to decorate. This looks quite cute. Let's make 2 of these. Alright, we have made all 10 furniture, so we should get an award for that. Not enough to level up, however. Now we have to buy more. I often buy flowers, well, the seeds, because I am quite the farmer. This is a reminder for any of you who also play this game. Don't forget this feature. Many have, but it's quite useful. So now that we have done that, normally I would buy some things like XP books or crystals, but if I do plan to do a decorating stream, I do want some more foliage. Oops! You didn't see that. There's so many pretty items, but there's a specific vibe I'm going to go for. I will need 3 of these. 3 of these. 3 of these. And 2 of those. And that's everything. If you are not following me currently, I do implore that you follow me, as the Abyss could always use more specimens. We accept any and all kinds. Of course, you only have to follow if you enjoy what you see. And we have finished our teapot. So I'm so sorry to announce, my puny little specimens, that I am once again not leaving. There's a quest I must do. An event, if you will. If I once again baited you, you are the weakest among us. Again, per usual, loading screen, hydrate. You have left the curd salmon teapot and will return to your homeworld. How fun! Oh, They're right by the teleport waypoint this time. All the other times they have been far away from it, so... They got me. They baited me. But don't you dare think I am weak or easy to be fooled. That is a punishable offense. I could have you hanged. That's not an abyssal torture method, so get pranked again, I lied. We were supposed to meet at the cafe yesterday, but it took her a long time to show up. She didn't even bring any pen or paper for her report. I criticized her for wasting time and we should be working on the report, and then she flew into a rage. She said she'd read the report herself and made me leave. This is ridiculous, don't you think? ... Still, I'm used to her fiery temper. She'll simmer down in a couple days. Thank you, Badger, for the advice, but fortunately I already know, but the advice is still welcome nonetheless. Huh? Even you're acting strange. Oh well, never mind. These are still a few affected wee nut around here. Although I'm sure the situation will resolve itself if I just leave it alone. But if you have time, please help prevent them from threatening passers-by. By the way, the elemental environment and the charging device are now back to normal. There's never been a better time to experience the Weenet Slayer cannon at its full power. Oh, how fun. Do we get to slay the beast? Not my beast, of course. My beast is untouchable, immortal, never can die. But we are going to slay a wee nut. Yes, you can laugh at that name. And yes, I probably am mispronouncing it. But dare I say, wee nut is better than any pronunciation it may have. As I love to joke among my friends, believe it or not, I have them. We nut together. Laugh, you have to laugh. Abyssal Mommy commands you to laugh. I will consume you if you do not. We are fighting, so I'm most likely going to have my focus here, but hopefully I do not miss anything of importance. The day I get affiliated will be a joyous day. When I get affiliated, you better make me trending on Twitter. That is a threat. I am joking. I was joking, but if you do happen to get me trending on Twitter, who am I? Who am I not to enjoy that? Imagine being as foolish as this wee nut here. Everyone, I think it's going to die. Such a shame. No tears shedded. That was incorrect. But you all better say I was correct. Shedded is now a word. Make it happen. Congratulations on getting one of your homework assignments done. A momentous occasion. We are at high ping and I can hear my PS4 Pro going in jet engine mode. My dear specimens, I hope this does not end. Oh no. Alright, my specimens, please be patient as we are having another technical difficulty. You see, my henchman has trouble reaching me through the scry glass sometimes. It's so fickle. Alright. Yes, you guys are going to have to hear me, like, be vocal and not be able to see the game for a moment here as well. I don't know if I stop playing this, I'll have to redo everything, and I'm so sorry to say that I don't want to redo everything. So please, I will do my best to explain what I am doing as you cannot see. I'm currently playing as the character Scaramouche, and I am fighting creatures, and now I'm about to go kill another wee nut. Henshi has told me that the gaming screen has failed altogether. So it's a very good thing that my Henshi got ahead and put me on the just chatting screen. I have finished the event with flying colors. Please, everyone, bow, clap, cheer. Eight more assignments, that's quite a lot. Oh, I have gotten another BP level. But actually, 2 BP levels. I got so many points from that. We are going to take Ingenuity. No reason. And that's 2 free fragile resins. Hehe. We're also going to claim our event winnings. And you are going to hear my button as I have a classic PS4 problem and Genshin wants to battle me. But it is weak and I have won. But unfortunately, with that, my puny little specimens, this time, it is actually coming to an end. We have completed my dailies, and that is all we are doing today in this stream. Maybe, if you're lucky, I will consider doing a stream later today, but we will have to see, of course. My henchman doesn't only work for me, after all. Now, again, if you are not following me, please feel free to follow, but do not feel forced. And everyone, although I love to shit on my henchman, please tell him he did a good job today. Unfortunately, Timon, my beast, cannot send us off, but that's alright. If you would like to see more of my content, I do have a VOD. This will also become a VOD if you are not able to watch the entire thing right now. And you can also find me on Twitter, it is linked on my account. Now let's see if we can raid anyone. Johnny is live! Why don't we go raid Johnny, guys? Alright guys, we are going to raid Johnny, please! Let him know how much we love him! Join the raid! Goodbye everyone, I'll see you there! Never mind, I cannot raid at this time! Johnny! Henchman, see if you can maybe do something? Ah! Hang on. I'm going to reload. Unfortunately, Johnny has gone offline, so we have no one we can raid. Well, goodbye, my puny little specimens. Goodbye. Raid Fridge? Who is Fridge? Is this a real person or you baited me. Congratulations. Is there anyone who you guys know are online who I may be able to raid? You're welcome, you're welcome. Alright, does anyone have a suggestion before I end? Thank you. It is, after all, a blessing that you get to see me. I do not grant my presence to everyone, after all. As I'm giving no recommendations, goodbye.